Hello. They has something else I wanted to add to that? I don't think so. Anyways, hey, we're back with more Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney at Law, or however the fucking title goes. No, actually, I think the first is called Ace Attorney at Law, and then like but it's like a trilogy, so there's like. Anyways, we're back with more of this. I forgot my water bottle. I have some soda to drink here, so I should be fine for the next 3 hours, or at least 1 hour and a half. In terms of my voice, but like I'll do a I'll do a full stream. Don't you worry about that. Anyways, yeah, last time we beat the episode. Well, I guess. Wait, I thought that they were chapters. Is the episode? Fuck. Well, people will know what I mean. They'll know. They all will know. Oh yeah, let's get into it. Do I remember what? For the last time, the seal summer. The pale moon is the sky. Something. God, I forgot that this kicks in immediately. The moon? No, it's you who should gaze upon the moon, for it will be the last moon you will ever see. See you in hell, evil magistrate. The warrior's sword gleam and strike in the moonlight. One has fallen, but who? Only the moon knows. Don't miss next week's exciting episode. The Dark Messenger returns. October 14, 5:31 p.m. Wright and did I pronounce it CO or Co? It's cooperative, right? So Co actually would make sense. CO would be I would pronounce it CO if there was if it was C and O separated by a period, both of them individually. But since it's like C and O period law offices, it's Co. That's how I've understood this. That's what I'm gonna go with. Yeah. Wright and Co. law offices. I rocked! See you in hell, evil magistrate! Another watching anime. Whoa, stop waving that broom around. Oh, Nick, I didn't know you were here. Okay, only she's... Okay, yeah. Phoenix kind of doesn't seem like, you know, the... Phoenix doesn't seem like the person who does anything with their free time. They are a lawyer on and off. They wake up in lawyer mode, and they go to sleep in lawyer mode. I don't know what they do with their time, but the game has thus far given absolutely zero context as to what they are as a character. Not that it matters, you know, like... It's... The fact that this is literally a fucking drama, like it's a fucking soap opera, but in courtroom. Like, it's kind of funny. It's very funny, actually. But yeah. So I actually, I would have been pretty surprised if Phoenix was also watching anime. I feel like he probably doesn't even know what that is. Of course I'm here. What was that surreal show you were watching? Of course, he has no fucking idea. What? Nick, you mean you don't know the Steel Samurai? Steel Samurai. He's the most popular TV hero of young people. Oh yeah, she's like 17. So, okay, that tracks. Phoenix is like 23, I think. Still, it's so weird how they... Nah, don't get focused on it. It's fine. Or he's at least 23. Nah, I don't think Phoenix is weeb. I don't think Phoenix is a weeb to any degree. Unless he starts to really love the show after after this episode ends. Like, let's see. Young, like, how young? Is he gonna defend the Steel Samurai in court? Ah, shit, you got me. 10 years old? Then what the heck are you doing getting all excited? Hey, I'm only 17! That circles up to... Well, I guess I don't want to make statements about that. That's 17? See? I'm a teen, not like you, Nick. Okay, I think this good to, yeah. Hey, don't talk to me like I'm your grandpa or something. I'm only 24 myself. Okay, so he's 24. He's known Larry for 23 years. Since grade school, which... Sorry, I'm getting... Not only am I trying to remind myself on what the fuck is going on here, but also I'm really bothered by the way that they phrased that. But it doesn't matter. Or then this has been a year after. Now watch it with me. He's really cool and it's really popular. When they ask grade school kids what they want to be, Steel Samurai was #1. I really worry about kids these days. Same, but for different reasons. I wish they were more into anime and not into brain rot. Good God. 1/5 of YouTube videos nowadays consist of nothing but AI generated brain rot. And I don't like that. Gramps! Well, the Steel Samurai's over. I guess it's time to close up the office. I guess. Wish we had some clients. A month has passed since my trial. Okay, only a month. But he had his birthday in between. Probably. Maybe. Miss Murder was the talk of the town for some time. But no one paid many attention to the Wright and Co. law offices. How am I going to pay the rent this month? It'll be okay. I'm sure some big clients just around the corner. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not a bearer of very good news. October 16th, 8:14 a.m. Phoenix Wright's bedroom. Oh shit, he actually has a home? Ring, ring. Beep. Hello, this is Phoenix. And there are a lot of animated characters that would agree with you on that. Mondays are not particularly fun days. Actually, I don't know. Like, I don't think I've ever met a person who likes Mondays. So, you know. Yuck! Maya, what? It's still early. It's the Steel Samurai! The Steel Samurai got arrested! Huh? You mean the guy on the show? Yes! They say that the Steel Samurai killed a villain! They're really phrasing this in the most unambiguous way to make it really difficult to guess as to what the fuck is going on. Is she described the events of the show, or is this the actor killed? Isn't that what he's supposed to do? Oh, he understands what anime is. Got it. Yeah, on TV. Yeah, on TV. No, I mean he actually did it in real life. He skewered a villain with his samurai spear. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Just come to the office quick, please, Nick. Beep. Beep, beep. October 16, 9:22 a.m. Wright and Co. law offices. Damn. I slept in a little bit today, but... Well, to be honest, it was a close call that... Something like that would have happened to me as well, but... That is really unfortunate. Hey, I mean that's something. Maya's here, watching television. Now for the morning news. No, fuck, that's TV. The fuck kind of voice does TV have? Now for the morning news. The actor Will Powers was arrested yesterday. Shit. Sorry, these names are really, really fucking confusing. Like, Will Powers caught me off guard, but I was like, I can work with this. I can read this. But then when they open up with Powers plays to the lead role, my head is immediately Power plays, but no. That's not how that works. And then there's a in the back of my mind it's gonna say Max Powers. And oh Jesus Christ. In a popular kids show, the Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo-Oldie Tokyo. How is it he was arrested on suspicion of murder. The victim was Jack Hammer. Who plays the villain known as the Evil Magistrate. His body was found still inside the Evil Magistrate costume. The steel samurai spear was also found struck through the body. Police believe that this was the murder weapon and are investigating further. Yeah, I mean, God, it was just like a couple of weeks ago, or however long ago it was. I had this problem where I would just like keep on sleeping. I would just like I can definitely relate to that. I put sometimes I put multiple alarms. Like I've tried the whole strategy of having like an alarm every like 15 minutes or half an hour. If it happens to be that kind of a day, I'm just gonna sleep through every single one of them. I won't even wake up to a single one. I'm still suspecting that my cat might be turning the alarms off for me, but it's like it really sucks when that happens. So yeah, that's really unfortunate. This has to be a joke. No, it's a nightmare. The Steel Samurai's over. The world is over. Brrring, brrring. Beep. Yes, Wright and Colo. This is. What? Nick! It's the Steel Samurai. What? Yes, of course. We'll be right there. Beep. Let's go, Nick. Go where? They had the Steel Samurai down in detention. So what? So I've decided this will be our first case. Determined look on her face. Let me just look out the window. It's a nice day outside. The hotel across the way is always full these days. There's the bellboy happily cleaning the room. Mia's favorite potted plant. Maya's been watering it so much lately it looks a little swollen. They're trying to make it grow while she's perfecting her water torture technique. Wait, if it's... Is it a bad thing? Is it swollen? Yeah, that's really fucking rough. Like I've heard that apparently the multi-alarm system is not necessarily, it's not particularly effective. Like it supposedly is not much more effective than just a single alarm. But yeah, it's yeah. Yeah, I don't understand this. This sounds like, I mean, I understand you can water plants too much, but okay, well, if that doesn't work for you, then fair enough. I guess everybody's a little different on that. Yeah, actually, now that I think back on the whole thing, it might have been that, like, neither of the ways is better for everyone. It's just that people just operate in different ways, which is perfectly normal. What's this painting? Oh, this was a poster of an old movie that Mia liked. I was thinking I should go see it myself. Then I realized that the poster doesn't actually say the title of the movie. My very untrained eyes would say that's a bamboo. There's a horrendous amount of legal booze here. But like, if the plant is swollen, is that a bad sign or a good sign? Because I'm trying to understand, is that too much water, or is that like healthy amount of water? Scary is still the thought that I have to read all of these now. Desk. Mia's desk. Actually, it's my desk now. Sitting here always makes me feel like a professional. Alright, Phoenix. I think we're ready to go. We have the backstory. Okay, but what to do? Well, what should we do? What should we do? How can he just sit there like that? We have to get down to the detention center and meet the Steel Samurai. Does he want to investigate this case or just do some sightseeing, I wonder? Well, yeah, that's the thing. Swollen to me, it doesn't indicate anything. Well, except that it's swollen. But is it like, has it like grown? Has it like, is it like the opposite of, you know, dried up? Oh. Yeah, no, I have a very little idea of what aloe succulent is, but like, yeah, that's probably not it. What else was I seen? I don't have enough information to make a case yet. Just admit it, you don't have a clue what happened. No, we just don't have enough information. Okay, I don't know why I even had this discussion, because why would I not take the case? October 16, Detention Center. Visitor's room. He looks like that one guy. Okay, he looks like multiple. There's a lot of characters that remind me of him. Yeah, like Lion King is actually very accurate, and I actually think I think in Guilty Gear Strive, at least, I don't know the earlier games, so it's probably, I think they're a consistent character in the series. There's a guy with a very similar hairstyle, slightly lighter colored, and they are like I think they're like a king of some kind, whose name is I think Leo, if I'm correct. It's been I've actually over a year since I played that game. So I'm not too certain on that, but that is a very stereotypical character design for a very strong, buff, and arrogant individual. What's wrong, Maya? It's him, in the flesh. Is that guy really him? What you mean, that guy? Of course it's him. Will Powers, our client, that's him. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this. He definitely did it. Murder. At least once. Maybe twice. Whoa. What are you saying? Yes. Something wrong? No. It's getting off to a great start. I know. You're disappointed, aren't you? No, it doesn't need to be. Fuck. What like a... God, if only I knew what a big, strong, masculine man was like. I know. You're disappointed, aren't you? No, that's Detective Gumshoes. I'll go along with it and see what happens. Disappointed? Oh, no. No, it's okay. This is the real me. I got the part of the Steel Samurai with the mask. I just said I would never show my face in public until the job was over. It's the kids, you know. I didn't want to wreck their dreams. I actually really don't understand what the game is going on about, but like, he does have very strong he has very defined features. A bit of an overbite. So do I, so who am I to complain? Oh. I guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. I wonder what they think of the Steel Samurai now. Nick! What? He's a good guy. I mean, he's good. Yeah? He didn't do it. Alright, look at the guard again. This guard monitors the visitor's room. He seems frozen in awe of willpowers. Oh man. I wonder how many jokes are they gonna make about that. Smile for the camera. Okay, we're gonna open up with the important things. Here. I see. Let me guess, this guy wasn't the top student in an improv class. Oh, actually! Interesting! Let's get the hell out of here. Maybe you could start by telling us what happened. Yes, of course. It seems like it was only yesterday, actually. It was only yesterday. The cast had come down to Global Studios for a run-through. We went through a few action sequences at 10 o'clock that morning. There was a rehearsal scheduled for 5 o'clock in the afternoon. But when 5 o'clock came around and the staff gathered at the studio, the evil magistrate was found lying in a crumpled heap near the set. Oh, Jesus Christ. They took off his mask and discovered that it was Jack Hammer, dead. He had been expertly skewered with a samurai spear. The samurai spear? Yes, it's a long spear that the Steel Samurai, uses as a weapon. They have an actual spear for... they'll get into that. They'll get into that. Maybe you could explain to me just what the Steel Samurai is. Nick, how could you say such a thing? I am so sorry, sir. I apologize for my partner. He's new to this and a bit out of touch with the world. Hey, who's new to this? No, it's alright, really. The Steel Samurai is the lead character in a popular kids show. He walks the streets of Neo-Old Tokyo, fighting battle after battle against the evil magistrate and his minions. Of course, he never really defeats the evil magistrate. Although, I guess he did defeat him this time. I see. Neo-Old Tokyo? Who comes up with these names? You're one to fucking talk. I guess your parents more so. Who the fuck names their kid Phoenix? Then again, the first kid that has been named... We have a first case of a kid being named 6-7. So, yeah. Okay, alibi. Now, where were you on the day of the murder? Well, that morning I came to the studios at 9 o'clock. We worked through some action scenes until noon. Rehearsal was to begin at 5, but I was a little tired. So after lunch, I took a nap in my dressing room. When I woke up, it was after 5 o'clock. I was late for the rehearsal. I hurried to the studio and found everyone looking shocked. My guess is he got drugged and then somebody dressed up as a Steel Samurai stabbed the man. that's just speculation. Not sure if that's what happened. Also, that hole in that guy's chest, it really bothers me because he looks hollow and it looks like, oh, because that's the little outfit. It's not, oh, he's actually not that ripped. Anyways, moving on.
They arrested me on the spot and brought me here.
So he was sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder. Some action hero.
What will the kids think?
I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder.
Right, Global Studios, I'll draw you a map.
Can't you, like... Doesn't Phoenix have, like, a map of his own? He's just... Wow, Nick, let's go! I'm willing to bet $10 she's asking for autographs. How about now? Never mind. Well, off to the studio. October 16, Global Studios, main gate. Wow, so this is where they make the Steel Samurai show. Awesome! Aren't you excited?
Why are they called Old Bag?
Hey, you there. You want in, you gotta go through me.
Oh, sorry. We're lawyers.
Oh, yeah? Well, that's great. I'm security. It's my job to make sure the goggers like you stay out.
Goggers? Goggers, Sora.
Goggers, sightseers, tourists. I know the type. You heard about the incident and came to snoop around. Oops, today, something horrible. Hey, why don't you have justice or something? The two lawyers don't know the rest of us. Maybe I should become a lawyer too. I like it easy to be enough work. I was a young figure with my different mind. Hippie clothes. Why are you coming to this days of my...
Jesus fucking Christ. I was not ready for that. Why does the... I mean, I know fully well why the game does that. It's to emphasize a point. But fuck, man. Can't just hit me with that. Nick? Will I grow up to be like her? Please say no. I don't know. It's possible. Wow. Phoenix.
Hey! This is what you're being spoken to use today.
Let me just...
Why is their name Old Bag? Is that their actual name or is that just the way that they're described here in this game?
But I have a feeling they're literally gonna have a witness called to the stand, Old Bag. Yeah, they really blindsided me with that one. Jesus fucking Christ. The computer that runs the studio security cameras.
Hey, no touching.
Should I, like, give her my badge? An overhead map of the studios. Right from here is the employee area. To the left are the actual film studios. The main entrance to the studio. There was a big scene here yesterday with the onlookers pressing up against the gate. How do you know? It's not like you pay attention to anything. Looks like a studio van. They probably use it to carry around film equipment. Dun, 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 dun. That's it. Oh wait, actually, a security guard station. That security lady must like junk food. There's a mountain of it on the desk in there. Can't see from here, but I can see the computer that runs the security cameras. Like, are we talking like a mountain? As in like old junk food bags or things, or like, have they just ordered? Because I can get it if you don't really have any option for lunch at work. Then your lunch at work is order, I guess. If that works. I should probably present you my badge first.
That's that. You give me that to me.
Absolutely not.
Okay, never mind then.
So, what do you do here at the studios?
At Global Studios, we make children's dreams come true. In fact, in my younger days. No, you were a star? Only a little twinkle between the stars here, I'm afraid, dearie. Whoa. This place has really gone downhill, you know. 10 years ago, now that was a studio of dreams. Hammer was a big star back then too, he was.
Hammer.
A victim, dummy. The evil magistrate. He's been reduced to plain villains now. Not exactly the best material to work with.
She seems to have some kind of a connection to the victim. Can you tell me about Mr. Will Powers?
He's not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his mask. You wouldn't want him on the silver screen without it, believe me. Little old ladies watching would lose their lunch.
Wow. That guy's considered ugly? My god.
That's probably why he thought that the Steel Samurai was his big chance. No, and though he was capable of doing what he did to poor Jackhammer. We all know 1% that the Will Powers is guilty. Powers? Of course he's guilty. How do I know? I know everything. That's my job.
Did you see him stab the man? Did you watch Jackhammer get jackhammered by raw willpowers? What kind of person was Jackhammer?
What kind of person? Oh, if you only knew. Jackhammer will live on in many hearts as the ultimate action hero. He was simply dashing into the Dynamite Samurai series.
Should I have heard of that? I've heard the name Dynamite Samurai before.
But there was an accident during filming 5 years ago. He got an unlucky break after that. Reduced to playing the villain on a children's program. What's more, I heard they were paying him peanuts. It's enough to make you cry.
Especially if you're allergic. Why are you so certain Mr. Powers is the killer?
I was standing right here yesterday. I was here from 1 o'clock in the afternoon to 5 o'clock when they found the body. Now the studio where the murder took place is to the left here. So if you want to go to the studio, you have to pass by me. Only one person went by here between 1 o'clock and 2:30 when the murder took place.
And that person was Mr. Powers?
Yes, I saw him.
But Mr. Powers says he was sleeping in his dressing room.
Oh, I'm sure he would say that. He's no fool. He was the only one that walked by. He's the killer, you can bet your biscuits on it. Isn't it about time you to be heading home? There's nothing to see here. Move along.
Hey, cat. What you doing? Just walking by? Okay. Nice seeing ya. Off he goes. Actually, we're here at Mr. Powers' request.
I thought you were suspicious looking. Show me a letter of request, and maybe I'll just let you in. This lady here thinks she owns this place, obviously.
Well, will you take this now?
Why's that? You giving that to me?
Absolutely not. Well, not much I can do here. Gotta go back to the detention center, get the letter.
Hello, how was the studio? They all think I did it, don't they?
No, not at all. Isn't that right, Nick?
Right, not at all. At worst, you're a suspect. Can I get a letter? Okay, first let's ask about the alibi. Mr. Powers, you aren't hiding anything from me, are you?
What? No, I would never do that.
Earlier, you said that you were asleep in your dressing room after lunch.
Yes, like a baby. Very big, hairy baby.
But the security lady says that she saw you that day. She says that she saw you heading towards the scene of the crime.
What? That's not possible. I really don't know what to say. I was sleeping, I promise.
Mr. Powers, if you want me to help you, you have to tell me the truth. I'm new to this lawyer business, and I need every advantage I can get.
I know, I'm sorry. But I swear to you, on my mama's grave, I was sleeping.
Why were you sleeping on your mama's grave?
Maybe the security lady only thought she saw me.
What did she see? He doesn't seem to be lying.
Like, somebody just, like, don't... Please ask as to, did you see a person in the in the samurai costume, or did you... No. Whatever. We'll get to that. The game will get to that when it's time to get to that.
About the security guard at the main gate of the studio.
Oh, the security lady.
She's terrible. She can't be suspicious looking.
Yes, actually she said the same thing to me before. Take off that mask were her words, I believe. She sucks up to all the bigwigs at the studio. But let her see you stumble once and she'll never let you up on you.
She's got some nerve.
Do you think you could write up a letter formally requesting my representation?
Of course. If only I knew how to write.
Powers request added to the court record. Document proving Will Powers is his request for an attorney.
I just hope this will get me past the security lady.
I don't think there's anything else here. Not perfect. No. Move. Back to the studio gates. I shall present you request.
Ma'am, have a look at this. It's a letter of request from Mr. Powers.
Huh? Yes, I recognize the bold, childish scrawl.
Powers request given to security.
No, keep it. Don't do this again. Don't do this again to me, Phoenix. We're not starting this off like this.
I think he would entrust his fate to the use of such unreliable appearance. Really? Anyway, you may pass. Only left from here, towards the studios. Not going to the right, that's the employee area. No one allowed inside, pal, were my instructions. The good detective told me himself.
Gumshoes.
Hey, Nick!
Huh?
There was maps in the security guard station.
Wait, you just looted the fucking maps?
Hey, not bad.
Studio 1, gate, dressing room, Studio 2, main gate, employee area. Oh, yeah, that's... Okay, there's a main gate, then there's a separate gate. So we were supposed to turn left from here. There's a second gate that we cannot... Wait, how do we get through the gate? We're supposed to go to Studio 1 and Studio 2, but not to the employee area. That's off limits, apparently.
I saw 50 cents a piece, thank you.
Oh my god.
Well, time to go, Nick. 50 cents!
Man, I didn't think she was gonna be into rap, but okay. Guide map to Global Studios.
Can I show this to her? I saw you giving that to me?
Absolutely not.
Okay, never mind. I thought she was gonna ask for the money again. Are we allowed in? Outside Studio 1. October 16th, Studio 1 entrance.
Hey. Aren't you the murderer from the other day?
Is that confused, detective?
Hey pal, you know Prosecutor Edgeworth is all upset and it's your fault. I saw him sipping tea and starting gloomy out the window.
Yeah, that's a very unusual thing for a British person to do. Supposedly British.
So?
Hey! He's impressed. It's all your fault for doing sloppy detective work. Detective?
I think you hurt his feelings.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Well, I think his feelings are easily hurt.
God, now he's still calling him a sensitive bitch.
You're right, pal. It's my fault. I can blame other people all I want, but I know the truth in my heart.
Hey, don't take it so hard. There's always the next case.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Hey, what exactly are you two doing here?
Well, we're on this case too, pal.
Huh? Hey, you can't just go around saying pal like that. That's my endearing character trait.
I'll say he's a character, alright.
Smile for the cameras.
Hey, there's a camera here. That's a security camera. Takes photos of people going to the studio. All you have to do is look at the data and you can see who went where.
There's a number plate on the camera. SD1307. Gotta remember that one. That must be the camera ID number. Biench. I'm a little bushed. Maybe I'll take a short rest here.
Hey, good idea, pal.
Detective, aren't you on the case?
Well, yeah, but... Hey, us detectives get tired of standing around too, pal.
Detective Gumshoe, what's down on the path on the left? To the left. It looks like a tree fell down over the path.
Oh yeah, that way's kind of dangerous. You should stay out, pal. There's nothing down there anyway. That's where Studio 2 used to be, they tell me.
They don't use it now, though. Why in the fuck is this? A studio mascot. I guess it's a monkey of some kind. But what kind of monkey has a nose like that? He's holding a sign in his hand. And with his tail, apparently. Right, the Studio 1 left the Studio 2.
What's up with that thing? It looks kind of busted.
Yeah, you could definitely say something busted.
Oh, the wind was pretty strong yesterday. And the head broke off. It took that tree down with it too.
You sure this wasn't like some enormous anime power attack move that, you know, chopped down a tree and the head and also killed jackhammers? Killed every jackhammers in the local vicinity. Well, nothing else here. Except this one. Then there's the Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body.
Let's go in and check it out, Nick. Hey, it's locked.
Looks like you need a guard key to get in. It makes sense that that they would want to keep the non-employees out. Okay, not that I'm a designer individual of any kind, but like, why does this exist? Why is there just a one long road? Like, okay, if we take the map. Shit, I cannot. Do I have a cursor here? Yeah, okay. Like, so main gate is here. And you walk through, like you enter. This is literally where Phoenix is right now, standing pretty much at the very entrance, straight for the main gate. At the wait. Oh, the gate is... Oh, never mind. So this is actually the gate that they're at right now. With the camera. The camera is right here. Phoenix is like right here. Gumshoes is somewhere here. Maya is going all over the place like a zoomer she is. Why is there like a long line here? And there's like a random bench here. Then there's a statue here. And then it's just like... it has amusement park energy, but this is not an amusement park of any sort. This is very unamusing. I just don't get the layout, or I don't get the purpose of having this to begin with. But maybe they will go into it later on. Maybe it turns out this used to be a bigger attraction site, but since Studio 2 closed down, you know, yeah, whatever. Also, this character probably has something to do with the old bags. Old show that she used to star in. We're gonna get into some like background information. Actually, there's a second bench here. This still doesn't make sense to me. But anyways, I'm getting nitpicky about things that I should not be picking or knitting. Also, I misread the sign up top. The investigator. So how is your investigation going, detective?
Well, it's hey, I can't tell you that, pal.
Nick, maybe you need to be a little more direct with your questions.
Right, so, detective, mind if I take a look at what you got?
What I got?
The autopsy report. The latest version, if you please.
Right.
Sorry about what happened last time, pal.
Fucking golden retriever energy. Jack's autopsy report. Time of death 10:15 at 2:30 p.m. Cause pierced through the chest by a spear. Also, American way of dating. So it's a 15th of October. Specifically. Reason for it.
Why was Mr. Powers arrested? Simple, pal. The murder took place right over here in Studio 1. Now, the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 p.m. At that time, there was no one other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30 p.m. Only one person went to the studio between 1 and 2:30 p.m.
Or whatever.
And that person was none other than Will Powers. No one else, pal. If you think I'm lying, ask the security lady at the main gate.
Nick, if that's true, anyone would think the Powers did it with that kind of evidence.
Thanks for cheering me up. About the security lady. Oh, that sweet old lady. What a charmer.
You did not get called suspicious? I'm sorry, you have a band-aid on your face. Scruffy looking, like a whatever startup of a beard dice. Very blocky face structure. And you're wearing a trench coat. Well, not really a trench coat. I've never seen. No, it's not a trench coat. It's like a. It's kind of like a very loose tie as well. Like this guy is the definition of fucking rugged. And they did not get called suspicious. She didn't hit him with a sus.
Oh, are we talking about the same person? When I showed her my badge, she gave me the donut and some coffee.
Remember what Power said? She's a sucker for authority.
Oh. Oh no. We got the authoritarian boomer at our hand.
She even gave me a piece of valuable evidence.
What? The decisive evidence?
What kind of evidence? Well, that photo. The photo of the steel samurai heading towards the scene of this car.
Fuck yeah, we're getting somewhere.
What? Who took that?
See the camera? See the camera up on that gate, pal?
The gate? You mean the one with welcome sign?
Yeah. Whenever someone walks by, that camera automatically snaps a photo of them.
Oh no! Nick, he has evidence. We're finished.
Funny, for someone with hard proof, he doesn't look too happy. What's wrong, pal? You seem down. Don't look so happy when you say that. Oh.
Would you like to ask the employees here some questions?
Sure thing, pal. Go wherever you like. Of course, you're not going to find any clues I haven't already found. I'm glad someone around here seems to be enjoying themselves.
Nick, let's go. We got free pass to the place. Now's our chance to check things out.
Yeah, that's definitely what he meant by that. Anyways, is this gonna... Huh? Doesn't give me other options?
Detective, any ideas about this? Like, I don't go time for every little trinket you got, okay, pal?
Okay, I was actually supposed to check it. Okay, am I supposed to go back then? Is that how this works? Am I allowed to move?
Nick, look! security lady's in the car station stuffing her face with donuts. I guess all cops like their donuts.
Yeah, and they're soft enough that she doesn't need teeth to chew them.
Hey, you. Well, are you satisfied Powers is guilty yet?
Ugh. She had to make my life harder by giving that photo detective gumshoe.
Photographic proof.
Why didn't you tell us about the security photo, man?
Huh? Oh, that's... I just thought it would be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself. These things are important, you know.
Fucking waves hand.
Oh, just to the left from here, and the gate with that camera that took that photo. It's my job to check these photos every day, you see?
He's supposed to spin.
This car station is in central position. No matter where you go here, you pass by my station first. Now, poor Hammer, he went to the studio just before 1 o'clock. The murder happened right around 2:30, see? And the only one I seen go through here between 1 and 2:30 was Powers himself. The security camera got a good look at him too. If he's not the one that did it, I don't know who is.
Well, I guess you probably don't know then.
Maybe it was you?
Get one, Sonny.
She thinks I was joking. Was the victim, Mr. Hammer, a popular actor?
Oh, he was the biggest star in the studio.
Was? Past tense? As in, since he's dead? Or because he used to be?
No, yes, he was great as the bearded samurai.
How many samurais? I'm not gonna ask. I'm not gonna ask because I know the answer is gonna be plenty, and there's gonna be every single time there's gonna be one more samurai. Whenever a situation, whenever the need arises, there's gonna be another samurai.
That too, yes. He shone the brightest back in the day. Making a star like him play the evil magistrate is a disgrace, I tell you.
I mean, it's still like a, to my understanding, like it's pretty good to have like the lead villain role and have a consistent role in a show.
Hammer took it pretty hard, and who can blame him?
Oh, so maybe he stabbed himself with the spear because he didn't want to go on stage.
About the security camera.
Ah, yes, the camera. It's automatic. It can tell whenever someone walks through the gate, see?
Is it motion censored? Is it like triggered by... Actually, how the fuck does that work?
Then he snaps the photo. Apparently, it records the time when he takes a picture too. But I don't bother myself with those details.
Are you
I stream all the photos to the computer over in the security guard station. I check them every day before going home, I do.
I wish I could get to it. Yeah, fuck. Can I move? Okay, I can go to the employee area. Got it. Actually, Jim. Oh, no. Okay, no, she does not. She doesn't want to talk about the actual, you know, like time of death or like that. Employee area. October 16, Global Studios, employee area.
Nick! This is where they do all the behind-the-scenes stuff. Hey, look! There's Power's dressing room. No one's here this soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around.
Maybe this turns out to be just like a one big insurance fraud or stuff like that.
A window into the dressing room. The glass is frosted, so I can't see inside.
Frosted? Okay, it's October. Like 20 years ago. Back then, I think there was actually a chance for snow in the... Snow and actual winters in the Americans.
It's not by the dressing room door.
I think actually back when I was on one of the 2 occasions I've been to America, there was actually snow in New York. Which is quite surprising.
Well, Powers, it must be neat to be the star and have your own room like this.
Does he live here? Wait, shit, does he live here?
Let's see, cola, candy, chips, gum. Huh, it's so normal. I was expecting some cool team snack or something. Popcorn, at least.
Oh, wait, look! Samurai soda! Nick, try this!
Ladies first. The remains of yesterday's lunch are scattered around. Everyone's probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates, minus the steak.
T-bone steak. That would hit the spot.
No, I mean, Wait, is frosted glass like a term of its own? Because I always assume that frosted glass means that it's like frozen. Huh. Okay. That makes more sense.
We just had a burger.
Yeah, but I have second stomach just for the steaks.
What? Impossible.
I have no clue. It's so hard to understand Phoenix sometimes, or like it's hard to get a grasp on how much does Phoenix understand the world around him. Does he take things literally, or does he just like? Does he know like a common phrases? Because he seems really shocked whenever somebody says something like. Okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. Okay, but I did not realize that you use the term frosted for that. So that actually makes sense. I do know a few cases where people use so yeah, okay. Well, the more you know. Thanks for the info.
That must be the storage room. That's where they keep all the film equipment.
Wow, Nick, you know a lot about the industry.
What else would they keep in the film studio?
Okay, valid, but
The door to the dressing room. It's not locked.
Hey, Nick, let's take a look inside. Maybe we can find something as a souvenir.
What do you mean, find?
You never know. There might be something like the samurai spear.
that would be the murder weapon.
We don't need a spear. And that's the murder weapon, for crying out loud.
I mean, wouldn't it be the first time you carrying a murder weapon around? No, wait. Oh, no. No, we fucking restarted. No. Fuck. I mean, okay, I've been doing plenty sacrifices. I got rid of 100 gigabytes of, of content. Okay, but hey, this is a perfect chance for me to see how does the recording system work. Sorry, I did not get offended. I don't know why Twitch is such a fucking uppity attitude about that shit. But with good chance, I don't need to patch this together and the recording actually goes through in one go, which would make it worth it for me to, spend 20 minutes after every stream to, just have the fucking files be compiled. I don't like the process because I don't like keeping OBS on. I don't want to accidentally go live. Because I listen to a lot of copyrighted music on my free time. And I don't want to, yeah. Anyways, where were we? Guess we just move. Their dressing room. October 16, Global Studios, dressing room.
Power's dressing room. So this is where he was sleeping. Or at least, this is where he claims he was sleeping.
No one actually saw him take a nap here, did they?
Right, and there's a picture of him near the crime scene.
I can't wait for I can't wait to have the CEO of this whole film studio turn out to be literally the most scum of the earth kind of rich boy bad guy, and then they accuse, you know, Phoenix of the murder. Phoenix, the person who has never even been to the filming site before the murder. And then we need to defend ourselves in court again. I can't wait for that to happen.
I hope he's telling the truth, for his sake.
Okay, we'll examine. Clothes.
There's some regular suits in among the costumes here. Those must be his own clothes.
I'd be fun to wear one of those costumes. On the costumes.
I would say you were already wearing one myself.
Come on, Phoenix. Just because she wears a little unconventional clothing doesn't mean that she's a character. Even though all of you are characters in a video game. Hate to break it to you. Hate to break it to you, buddy.
Looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here yesterday.
Were you doubting him, Phoenix? My god. So much for faith.
It's locked. Looks like he doesn't open his window much. Guess it is kind of dusty outside.
Yeah, well, okay, fair. Never been to a studio, so how the fuck do I know?
There's a bunch of snacks on the table. They must give those to the employees. Some tea and cookies.
Nick, I'm hungry.
You just had a burger.
Yeah, but I have separate stomachs for sweets.
How many stomachs does she have? I can't make the comment that I would want to, because that could be considered highly offensive, even if that would not be in any kind of a criticism or standard or stereotyping method of speech. How many stomachs does this girl have?
Yep, there it is.
This must be Power's back.
Hey, don't open that.
Look.
An employee card key, that must be Powers. It says Studio 1.
Let's take it, Nick.
Borrow it. You mean borrow.
Card key added to the court record. Oh, okay. Gotta remember this. So, the card key is still in the bag. Wait, how the fuck did he get to the... Okay. Oh, fuck. Problem. So, this is what you would need to get to the studio. Since this is here, Powers could not have gone to the studio during the murder because, you know, he said that he was arrested the moment he stepped to the studio. But now, how the fuck did he get to the studio to get arrested if he didn't have his card with him? This might actually turn out to be a fucking red herring for me, for all I know.
I wonder what else is inside Powder's bag.
Powers, not Powder. Jesus fucking Christ.
Stop that. My partner, the thief in training.
She's well trained already, in my opinion.
They always have mirrors like this in dressing rooms. I see my hair is still nice and spiky, just how I like it. Did not shave it.
Unlike you said it. Unlike you said you would.
There's a vast array of cosmetics here.
Ooh! This is the wig he used in Samurai Boogie Woogie. Nick, try this on!
No. And how can you tell the name of a show just by looking at a wig?
I, kinda like samurai movies.
Kinda?
That seems to be it. No more mysteries. Yeah, I guess we'll just off we fucking go then. Studio main gate. Can I show you this card and you tell me something about it?
Could you tell me about this, ma'am?
Oh, there, isn't that studio card key? You better watch it. The scene of a murder is no place for sightseeing. I'll be taking that. Hand it over.
Wait, no, that's mine.
Look, I don't have a card key to the studio, see? I want to go pay my respects to Jack Hammers where he died.
Well, you'll just have to wait.
Honestly, I thought I fucked up. I thought I made a big fucking error there.
And she's gonna take my card and I'm gonna get stuck here and get a bad ending. Actually, since I'm here, I kind of think I'm gonna go here. Clipper 16 Detention Center. Visitor's room.
Apparently they have Mr. Powers in questioning.
Right. Look, pal, that camera takes a picture automatically whenever someone walks by. And it took a picture of Will Powers. I have to ask him about that photograph.
Oh well, let's try again later.
Okay, yeah. What does the guard say?
His guard monitors the visitor's room. He must get pretty bored. I bet he makes funny faces at the camera.
Does this one also? No. I love how that keeps changing. Such a neat little detail. Unnecessary as all fuck, but like. Let's go here. Hey, could you like give me the fucking photograph?
Hey, detective, take a look at this.
What's up? Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't show him that. He'll confiscate it.
Oh, I just wanted to show it off.
Okay, fine. Okay, now we can go through, right?
The entrance to Studio 1. It's the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body.
Let's go in and check it out, Nick.
I wonder if this key card we borrowed from the dressing room will work.
Beep.
It opened.
All right, we're in.
She's way too happy for someone missing a crime scene.
He's like, honestly, I don't think I have any reason. Inside Studio 1. He's not gonna stop me. October 16, Studio 1.
What is it? You're real quiet all of a sudden.
Does it give you the shivers, Nick? That white tape, it's so real.
You literally held your dying sister in your arms. Jeez. Okay, fine. I guess it's still probably a harrowing experience, but like, it's just weird to say it's so real when you're a person that has literally been to a murder scene. Like, technically still an active murder scene. Yeah, okay, trauma.
Well, the evil magistrate did die here. I still somewhere I killed him. The murder weapon was somewhere spear. Sounds pretty real to me.
Alright, we'll start with the ladder. The step ladder that stepped up.
Look, a ladder.
That's a step ladder. They're not actually related.
So, what's the difference?
Well, they can make certain kind of content without getting into legal trouble.
Oh, I mean, most likely it's very fresh in her mind if it's been a month. So, yeah.
You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick.
How is that so fitting? That is somehow so very, very fitting, but also so very wrong of the things that I just said.
Right, sorry. This guy's out there.
What does that even mean? Nothing about the back? Okay.
Wow, look at that camera. That must cost a ton.
Yeah, so don't touch it.
Whoa, it's heavier than I...
Oh gosh, he's touching me.
Hey, you! No touching there!
Sorry, my partner is kind of, you know...
Okay, I did the absolute worst fucking guess as what kind of a individual would come interrupt this discussion.
You know? No, I don't know.
Who are you?
Why me? I'm an assistant here. I help with props and stuff. I'm moving them around, ordering new stuff, etc.
We're lawyers representing Mr. Will Powers.
I are WP's people.
WP? Oh, Will Powers. WP, I get it.
Whatever you guys want, bear. What you can do? But do what you can for WP, okay?
Like, that does not roll off the tongue.
Like, how am I supposed to pronounce that? WP. Because it's not exactly VP or something like that.
Rippy.
Like, I don't know. This is so weird. Anyways.
And now her fly. He has to be innocent.
This voice is not... This voice is not gonna last.
Don't worry, leave it to us. Wow, look at that camera.
That's like the... Okay, we do the same again.
Looks like a backdrop for a stage. This must be used in a Steel Samurai show.
Of course. That's the mountain, Neo Fujiyama.
Doesn't Steel Samurai take place in oldie Tokyo? Can you even see Mount Fuji from there?
Not oldie Tokyo, Dick. Neo oldie Tokyo.
Oh, right.
Hey, look, that's the chair the director sits in. I've always wanted to sit in one of those. Hey, Nick, take a look at that. One of those black and white boards they clap at the start of filming. And look, a megaphone. A real live megaphone. Ready, Nick? Action!
This girl is more trouble than I thought.
I mean, she did save her life, so, you know... Give and take? Nah, maybe not the right phrase for that.
What's this?
As for reflecting light, they call it a reflecting screen or something like that. The assistant holds it during filming.
Huh?
What? Where's your enthusiasm for all things entertainment?
Well, lighting is fine, but I want to be the director. Or maybe the Steel Samurai.
I think she's being serious.
And maybe it's a little early for her to actually be out on the field. Maybe it is the trauma. Also, it might be a little early for Phoenix to be out on the field as well.
The outline where Jack Hammer's body lay with tape. His body was found still inside the evil magistrate costume. I guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Funny, I expected the spear stabbing would leave at least a few bloodstains. Guess the costume must have absorbed most of it.
Okay, that might actually be important. Day of the crime?
Could you tell me anything about the day of the murder?
Yes, I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on staff that day, you see?
You only one assistant?
Yes, well, the studio isn't doing so well right now. I guess there was only rehearsal for our action sequences.
Oh, I see.
In the morning, we went through the action sequences in the employee area. WP and Hammer were there, along with everyone else.
The employee area, that's where Power's dressing room is, right?
Yes, that's the place. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. I saw VP go into his dressing room.
That sounds a little better, but still not right.
I didn't see either of them after that.
I mean, I guess I could, but like... There's a reason she's saying it as WP rather than Will. So I want to be truthful to the text, but it just doesn't sound right, no matter how I do it.
Will Powers.
Did you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in this room?
No, I wouldn't go there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, he's private. What kind of girl do you think I am?
What kind? No, I'm sure you're a fine girl. Sorry. So much for getting the confirmation on Powers' alibi.
What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. If WP was the only one who came to the studio, then he has to be the killer. They even have a photograph.
We still haven't seen the fucking photograph. It's gonna be somebody in the fucking Steel Samurai outfit, and then all of a sudden, like, nobody that has seen the photograph is gonna fucking have the idea until Phoenix in the fucking last minute of the courtroom is like, what if it's actually not Will in that outfit? And they're like,
Whoa! What do you mean other people can wear outfits? Like a costume meant for a human to put on? Another person could do that? No. It's gotta be something like that.
Sorry, I know you're busy.
Not really.
Actually, there's been something bothering me.
Aha! That's what I'm talking about. A clue, a lead.
Oh, well, I don't know about that, but that day, just afternoon,
Specifically afternoon, not afternoon.
I sensed someone was here.
Disturbance in the forest.
My spider senses were tingling.
You sensed?
Yeah, several times. Some other studio employees, maybe.
No, that's Phoenix. Sorry, I read that as Penny. Some other studio employees, maybe?
No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside.
Really?
Oh wait, if someone had come in here, wouldn't that security lady have noticed them?
Yeah, you're right.
I'm sorry, I don't have any better information than that.
No thanks. No thanks. Not no thanks, but no thanks. As in thanks. No, but that helps us a lot. Anything helps. Let's go put that security lady on the spot.
Sensing someone.
So you sensed that someone other than the regular film crew was in the studio?
Yes, I think
doesn't cut in a witness testimony. I think that in the setting of this fucking game, that might as well just be the same as, you know for a fact.
Nick, what about the security lady? If someone else came into the studio, she must have seen them.
Yeah, I mean, because it's an impossibility. It's an absolute impossibility for a person to be in the fucking studio before 1 p.m. waiting for a mere 2.5 or maybe 3 hours to commit murder. Because now, if there's one thing that we know about murder, is that they're not really that much about commitment or anything like that. Jesus fucking Christ! Like, okay, I get that they're operating on the information they have at the moment. I'm just being nitpicky about it. I'm just being nitpicky bitch for no good reason. But it's still funny because there's so many of these, like, I don't understand how this is possible. But it's like somebody was just there like earlier. I didn't actually get any. Oh shit! I wonder if I missed something there. Well, I don't know what else I could have gotten. Alright, let's go to talk to old bag. October 16, Global Studios, main gate.
Hi, you're still here? Really? You look like as though you've seen a ghost.
What is that pose?
What? I saw that suspicious look on your face.
I want to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 p.m., correct?
Oh, because she was here. Okay, never mind. I'm really just being a nitpicky bitch here.
And the estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30. Are you sure the Powers was the only one to go through here between those times?
Sure as can be. But we have witness who thinks there was someone else from outside here that
They don't use the word think.
What? Are you absolutely sure you were here watching the whole time and not eating junk food instead? Ma'am? Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me?
I am Balrog the Immortal, or something, I don't know. Balrog is not a name, it's a title. Technically a creature. Technically a race. It's a title of Fallen Maiar in... Anyways.
Oh, you better help me and tell me quick, you spiky-haired cretin. Someone's complaining about the work I do, huh?
We were just talking to the assistant in Studio 1. Ha! She's not even a full-time employee. All you youngins and are like that. No, there's no other thing than when I think about respecting your elders. Say that you use all the time.
She left.
Well, Nick, it's our chance to do what we can without her looking over our shoulders.
Dun, Yep. Dun, 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 dun. Birds? Why birds? Why there be birds? Can I look at the birds instead? No clues here, you sure? I want to see the birds. Oh, fuck it. Never birds.
It's the computer that runs the studio security cameras.
Nick, maybe we can see that photo of Powers with this computer.
Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer?
Yeah.
Okay, let's give it a try.
You know how to work these things, Nick?
He has never touched a computer in his life. Much less a woman, but that's really a completely irrelevant thing.
Looks like I just have to enter in a few numbers. Let's see, first, I need the date of the murder. It looks like the camera turned out on at 1 p.m. that day. 1 p.m. That was when the security lady arrived at the car station.
Please enter the number of the security camera. It was ST1307.
There, entered.
Hey, it printed out the data for that day.
Let's see what we got. Oh.
I fucking knew it. Like, this has been the most excruciating wait of my fucking life. No, that's a big fucking overstatement. That's not true to any degree, but it's just, I cannot believe it's been over an hour of me just expecting to see the fucking picture, and it being exactly what I expected.
Huh?
How is this a picture of Will Powers?
Well, he is the one who always wears that suit.
Phoenix, shut the fuck up. Shut your damn fucking mouth for once. I can't with this guy. I can't with this guy.
I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him.
I don't imagine the detective was very happy with this photo as evidence. Huh? Something printed on the back? Huh?
Huh?
October 15, 2 p.m. Photo number 2.
What does that mean?
But there's more photo data from that day.
Nope, that's not the only one in the computer.
Powers photo added to
I just... Like, okay. I apologize. I do not mean to be coming off this strong in relation to such a silly little... It's just a silly little dialogue. But, like, the guy is dense as a fucking brick. And just... I would have fucking lost it if he actually would have started, you know, going off like, oh, I mean, this is definitely Will Powers. Like, it is the most obvious shit. Yes, I know. He's also a genius. Or whatever. I shouldn't say that joke. That's not maybe appropriate. And also that thus far he's just socially a bit inept. So, you know, it's fine.
Hey, Nick! Can we just use this photo as evidence for the trial?
Yeah.
We'll put that security lady in her place with this.
Right, we'll put her in her place.
Hey, that's what I said. Anyway, let's show her this photo and see what she says.
Wait, let's not.
Why not?
It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon.
She's the enemy now? And she's just a security, like, okay, she might be a Major League B, but like, of many kinds. But like,
she's not gonna be the one. She's not gonna be the. She's not gonna be on trial. Or she's probably not gonna be even in court. Okay, she might be in court actually. She might be as a witness.
Nick, you're so crafty than I gave you credit for.
You can say that again.
Why, you could be the next evil magistrate.
Hey, why do I have to be the villain?
What's so bad about being the fucking villain? Jesus fucking Christ, if I was given any fucking role in anything, I would be so fucking happy. A villain would be great.
Could be mean and evil even, possibly, depending on the character.
Relax, it was just a joke. So, are we done for today?
I think this photo is what we needed for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea of who the real killer was. Maybe it really is that security lady.
Okay, well, you know, actually, oh shit, first part. Okay, pretty on track. 1.5 hours, and 1.5 hours to go. But yeah, clearly you can see that the pants are a little too long, so it would be a shorter individual. We have a couple. Well, it's not like the game has particularly introduced us to multiple characters. Probably not Gumshoes. October 18, 10 a.m. District courtroom number 4. I bet there's gonna be a court case where you need to defend Gumshoes. Somewhere down the line. This game is... I don't know what coded that is, but it's so that coded. Very much like that. The game is very much like that.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Wilper.
Wait, that was it? Holy shit. Did I even get enough evidence for this?
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please.
The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact.
I see.
Are you allowed to talk like that in court? Like, oh yeah, there's absolutely zero doubt that any of this, you know, there's zero doubt that the end result is anything else but this person being guilty. That sounds very unprofessional. Also, how is he not in jail? Anyways.
Very well, I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness.
Very well, I call that most familiar face Detective Gumshoe to the stand. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court.
Yes, sir. I explain it with the guide map here.
No, that's not the voice.
Yes, sir. I'll explain it with the guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio, see? This here is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of the action scenes during the morning here.
Why was that vent open? Did somebody vent? Sussy. God. Stop. Anyways.
This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station there is a gate, see? Past that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. It's the scene of the murder where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now jump ahead to later that day, 5 p.m. The production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled. Time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was a murder weapon. That's the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to the whole thing again?
Actually, let's go through once more.
I'm sorry, could you describe that one more time? I should have known it would be you, pal. Fine, once more for the mentally challenged.
Holy fuck! Come on!
Yeah, live it up while you can, Gumshoe. To understand the case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio, see? This here is the employee area.
Okay, yeah.
The actors did a run-through of the action scenes during the morning here.
Alright. Okay, did the run through of their action scenes. Okay.
Here's the main gate to the studios. There's a security lady that works in the studios was here at 1 PM on that day. Past that security station there is a gate, see? Past that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young moment, the production assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. And after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1.
Okay, so... those were the only 3 people at the studio. The only 3 people.
Rather that, at 1 PM, the security guard got to his guard station. Now jump ahead to later that day, 5 o'clock PM. The production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled. The time of death was 2:30 PM.
Okay, so you see, he had been dead for 2.5 hours. And in that time, no blood had gone through the suit. It's kind of fascinating. And also, like, impaled by the spear, does it go, like, is that an implication that he went all the way through, or it just pierced his heart and stopped there? Because, I mean, going through a human body is quite hard work, but piercing through the suit to begin with is quite tough.
The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. That's the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to that whole thing again?
I think I'm fine.
I think I can probably remember that.
Well, the murder weapon was a spear. How medieval.
Well, spear dates it. Well, actually, a spear dates back all the way to like I don't fucking know. It's not way before medieval. Actually, it was one of the first weapons constructed by humans. Samurai spear added to the court record.
Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security lady at the gas station see?
Understood.
Let's call the security officer to the stand. Ah, son of a bitch. Not a day goes by without her. Will the witness declare her name?
Huh? This fucking game, man. Okay. We'll get through this.
I heard you handsome fellow. I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered.
Your name, please.
Oh, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma.
Smooth. Okay, if she's gonna be a thorn in Edgeworth's side, I can live with this. Your name, please.
Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting to say their names.
Wendy Oldbag, dearie. Just call me Grandma. Even when I was young, I was the children would make fun of me. Believe it, but there was this boy that kept down the chest. He called me an old back while I was just carrying.
Objection!
I object to the witness's talkativeness.
Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand.
I was just getting to a good part, dearie.
Okay, I'll take a break and I'll answer the question. Like a just a briefer.
Oh Jesus fucking Christ, this game. This is not healthy. Okay. I'm glad you asked that, because when it comes to the term GILF, most often it is used in relation to grandmas. Personally, I don't think I've ever seen anybody refer to a granddad with the word GILF. They are still, quote unquote, a daddy of some sort. I don't know why, but also could be the fact that it's a lot, for some reason, it's a lot more common for people to be into older women than that old men. So, in terms of like common speech, I don't know if GILF can include granddads, but I don't see why not, because there isn't really like a if you want to be that specific, like for example, if somebody really wanted to, you know, very quickly tell their, you know, friend that, oh, I saw this, you know, I saw this GILF at the mall today, and you know, why? And I really wanted to bounce on that thing. Like, you have to take in. I think it's a completely valid statement when talking in relation to granddads as well. Though it still does not. It does create a bit of confusion, because you don't really know. Without context clues, you don't really know, and even with context clues, you don't always know. So, I'm gonna say both, but most of the time, it is only used for grandmas. There. Does that answer your question? Happy to be. Happy to be, honestly. Oh god. Anyways. Perhaps we can get to the testimony.
Now the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct?
Yes, I was.
Thank you. Your statement has been taken into account as well.
And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you.
You know your stuff, dearie.
I think she's hitting on me. Now, I'm not sure exactly how old I am, but I do have a well-refined beard and a bit of that elderly presence.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not responsible for any brain damage that occurs during the stream. Considering while I maybe wasn't as enthusiastic as you were on your statement, unfortunately we were both on a similar wavelengths on our statements about gilfs. So yeah.
You may begin your testimony.
She sure is one hell of an old bag.
So no, I don't give out timeouts unless if somebody requests, I'll do it. But I also don't know how long those are, and I don't know if I need to disable the timeout.
The day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run through there since the morning. I had some errands to run that morning.
Part of me really wants to ask, but another part of me just really does not want to know.
Anyway, it was at 1 p.m. when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5 o'clock. Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me, because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading toward the studio.
You saw the defendant then? Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, fuck.
I had the murderer at the guard station at 1 p.m.
I'll press that.
So until that time, anyone who wanted to could go into that studio?
Well, there wasn't a security guard at the gate, no. When the main gate was locked, dearie. You need an employee card key to get in.
Right, the card key that I had. So what she's saying is no one who wasn't supposed to be there could get in.
Or was there anyone at the studio when you arrived at the gas station?
Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run through there since the morning. I had some errands to run that morning.
Actually, when she says rest, she means who?
Run through?
They were working out the scene between the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate. They got the basics figured out by noon and where they used the afternoon for practice. Rehearsal was supposed to start at 5 p.m. That's why old Hammer went to Studio 1 in the afternoon.
So Power was in the dressing room sleeping when he was supposed to be practicing. Talk about a laid-back hero.
If there was a run-through in the morning, why did you only get there afternoon?
I had some errands to run that morning.
Ah, fuck. You are clearly testing me. Clearly testing me. But no. Oh, yeah, I mean, I don't deny that. But... anyways. Fuck it, we see what she's been up to.
What kind of errands?
Oh, well, you know.
Answer the question.
Actually, I was watching poor Hammer and Powers. Observing, you know.
Oh. Has she always been in that picture?
Observing? Weren't you supposed to be at the guard station?
Oh, whippersnapper, I told you I locked the gate, didn't I? I did my job.
I'm not sure your boss would see it that way.
She could have been the presence of... yeah, I don't know.
Anyway.
Yeah, I just completely ignored that because I was too... I was too busy on the two sweaty buff men. But, anyways.
Anyway, I always watch Hammer's run-throughs. Always. Never miss one in all my years. Wow. I want to see a Steel Samurai run-through too.
You could quit being a spirit medium and take up guard duty.
Yeah, I mean, exactly, you know. I couldn't get my eyes off them, those muscular hands holding all those poles.
Not a bad idea. Anyway, it was 1 o'clock when I got to the guard station. It was the main gate from then until 5 o'clock.
Oh yeah, actually, let's question this that she knows for a fact that she didn't see anybody on the way back.
You see the victim then?
I see poor old Hammer. Nope. Had already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station.
That's what happened next.
I was at the main gate from then until 5 o'clock.
Okay, I guess I should press this one as well.
So you were watching there the whole time? No breaks? Not even a second?
Of course, I am a professional, you know. Are you criticizing how I do my job? Whippersnapper.
No, it's just after seeing you eating those donuts in the guard station yesterday.
I can watch the gate and eat donuts at the same time. Snipper Webber.
Snipper Webber? Oh, Wingback is losing it, Nick.
Why don't you raise an objection?
So, the witness was on duty throughout the afternoon, the whole time. Very well. What did you see?
Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m.
Right. I don't see a reason to press this, actually. But I will.
How did you know that?
Oh, I have my ways. Now what this young detective told me.
I had a feeling this was the thing, but I think it's important to actually get this information.
I fed him some donuts and he talked and talked. If you ask me, that detective isn't cut out for his job.
Jesus Christ, man! Not again! Okay, I can kinda understand why people sympathize with Gumshoes a lot.
Poor Detective Gumshoe, getting ratted out by a security guard.
Interesting to me because they're the man who walked right by me.
Okay, yeah.
2 o'clock. You're sure?
Sure, I spit.
Out of all the things that you... Okay.
Well, who was that man?
Really, you should try not to get so excited at your age. You might stray something.
Oh, got it. She's... She's a cougar, specifically. No interest in the judge. But Gumshoes apparently is still, you know... She has a fucking ring, actually! Wait, is that the... Shit. Wait, is that the... Is that like a wedding ring? That seems very specific. Is that a wedding ring hand? Is it left hand in the... Which finger is this again? I don't remember. I think the implication is that she might very well be married.
No, don't get your skivvies all in a bunch. I'll tell you who it was. That was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading towards the studio.
So you saw Mr. Powers?
That's what I said. Got wax in your ears, sonny? Nick, this is your chance.
Yeah, it's time to pull out that secret weapon.
I'll say it again. It was him.
No, I can't do it here. Yeah, it's the ring finger, right? Mrs. Old... Yeah, old bag.
Let me get this straight, Miss Oldbag. Miss Oldbag.
But she's referred to as Miss Oldbag. I guess she could be a widow as well. or divorced but holding on to dear hope. dear hope that Mr. Oldback comes around.
You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you?
Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo.
Oh yeah, because she certainly seems like the kind of person who would want to repel people at the job. Like really want to scare off men. But I mean, it's, it's also a possibility. Who knows? Could also be like,
I'm taken. Oh, I appreciate your flatter, but I'm so taken. Unless...
Okay, this is really funny though. The fact that they had not shown this, the judge has not seen the fucking photo. Nobody showed this to the fucking judge. Or nope, this was not added as the fucking court. Anyways.
What is this exactly?
None other than the Steel Samurai defender of Neo Old Tokyo. Miss Oldback. Is this the Mr. Powers that you saw?
Of course, didn't your mama teach you any sense, sonny? Anyone can plainly see those powers, right?
Even Edgeworth didn't know. No, they can't.
Well, I mean, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of a Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai.
I know that. I wasn't born yesterday.
It's a low-hanging fruit. I'm not gonna say it.
No one in this courtroom is accusing you of that, witness.
He went for it.
He's having trouble calling her Oldback, apparently.
However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you?
Nosy old man. Of course I have proof.
What? Oh? Even Edgeworth is surprised?
The prosecution would like to ask the witness. Please make known all the information in your possession ahead of time.
How was I to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed the photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal.
Holy shit, Gumshoe's actually fucking... That man is more competent than I thought. Which isn't a lot, but it's something.
He didn't even give it a second look.
Wow, old Windback has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good.
Let's hear about your proof then.
Man in the photo.
I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at that picture. Cause he's dragging his legs, see? Clear as day.
I would actually like to maybe see that.
That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy?
So he has sprained his ankle. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
She's got to be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals.
I mean, all this means is that, the person, whoever wore that costume, because that costume is looking way too big in the image, they must have known about him spraining his ankle. But also, Powers could have definitely told this ahead of time. Whatever, they're all himbos anyways. All of them.
I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. Whippersnapper!
Hey, I haven't said anything yet.
I'll have you know I'm not pointing fingers at anyone behind their backs. Everything I've said is on the straight and narrow. The up and up. Youth today always whining at this enough to make an old lady want to cry.
Mr. Wright. Please, for all our sakes, try not to upset the witness. I'm actually liking this dynamic a lot more, where Edgeworth is not like full on against Phoenix. Like he's not like he's not constantly being obnoxiously rude against him and just like being obnoxious overall, but he's like, please do not have that woman talk any more than she needs to. For my sake as well. And he's less, a lot less aggressive. This has to my opinion, this is a lot more fun like this.
I think Edgeworth has met his match.
Oh, we're doing the run through of the action scene.
Who was present at the run through?
Well, let's see. There was Powers, he's the Steel Samurai, and poor old Hammer, the evil magistrate, and me.
And what exactly were you doing?
Well, exactly. This is a lot better yaoi than the. This is a way less toxic yaoi than the earlier yaoi. They're clearly improving their relationship, and I'm happy for them.
Observing, just observing.
What about the assistant?
Oh, she was off moving backdrops around and such.
So she didn't see the run through then.
I saw Powers trip and fall.
Trip and fall?
Yes, and to think he's supposed to be Steel Samurai. What a laugh. So Powers sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course.
You helped make it.
Oh no. She also got really handsy.
I kissed him where
Cool.
Let's just skip over that part, shall we?
Where was the assistant then?
Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle.
You may continue your testimony.
He broke one of those props. It was a big mess. Which prop, actually?
He broke a prop. He broke a prop.
Sure did. He's all samurai.
The samurai spear, the murder weapon.
Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it.
Oh, that's why he has the. Okay.
It strikes me as significant detail. I'd better write this down in the court record.
Samurai spear updating the court record. The murder weapon, the breaking the shaft has been mended with duct tape. Would that be able to pierce through? If it was that fragile, could it then pierce? I don't think it would be used as a. Huh.
Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad.
How bad?
Was Mr. Powers' ankle badly sprained?
Not so bad that he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing rooms to rest up after lunch.
Thus the nap.
Actually, that started to line up.
Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked.
Dragging his foot. Okay.
I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor?
Well, there is one thing that bothers me.
Which is?
Where is the Steel Samurai costume now? Actually, well, we could find it.
What do you mean you couldn't find it? What if? Okay, tinfoil hat time. But what if Hammers, killed himself? He dressed up as the Steel Samurai. Pretended to, limp to the studio area. Then proceeded to drop the spear on himself from like high up to frame. He made. Never mind. Tinfoil hat off. I don't see how this will work. It seems like a really difficult, method of doing that.
Well looking, though.
Anyway, that's not important.
The witness did see Steel Samurai, yes. And it is clear that the person in the Steel Samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers.
I suppose that's right.
Are you sure Your Honor?
I'm gonna object.
Hold it right there. We keep talking possibilities, but we had to agree that this photo shows the Steel Samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers.
Their defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also.
Honestly, this is an insane schedule to have a trial for. Like, is this the same day? Or is this the next day? Regardless, the guy was in questioning once. They have the murder weapon that has, you know, like, they're missing so much information. Who starts a courtroom case like, or who starts a case like this? Like, oh yeah, let's just, you know, let's put him on trial before, like, finding really any evidence except for, like, one fucking photo and one witness testimony. I'm not gonna. The game does what it wants. It's a drama show. It's not a crime show. I shouldn't question it. Just roll with it. Will the witness continue her testimony, please?
Now I need to ask twice.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I should turn my brain off. Well, not completely, because I need to still make, like, some kind of, yeah.
The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., true? The only person I saw go to the studio before was Will Powers. No one else went there. If only I had, I would have seen them.
So, if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be this Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., true? The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them.
Okay, let's first of all question the, Do I question this again? Oh no, this is the same one.
Eh? That's explained. There was a young detective. And then after some rubbish about being a secret. It being a secret, pal, he told me everything.
Detective Gumshoe shared his fellow officer's fondness for donuts.
The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers.
Okay.
Are you absolutely sure?
Oh, quite sunny. Nobody suspicious looking passed by at all.
Nobody suspicious looking. Right.
No one else went there.
And you're absolutely certain.
What about before we got to the car station?
Exactly what I was wondering.
You mean before 1 o'clock? Why, Aaron was in the employee area before then. And I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Not to mention, if they had, I would have seen them.
How?
Are you sure?
A witness has answered the question. Anyone going to the studio had to pass by the witness.
That's right, Sonny. You let her have an itchy boy, woo? Woo?
Jesus fucking Christ. There are so many things wrong with this.
Itchy boy.
I know, Phoenix. It sucks when he's just when all he does is edge.
Oh, Wingback sure has balls, or, well, you know what I mean.
All Wingbacks have a way of skipping over important details after all. Or, for that matter, entirely forgetting them.
How convenient.
Something for you to look forward to, perhaps?
What the fuck?
The time of poor Hammer's death was...
The time of poor Warhammer's death was 2:30 p.m., true?
I mean, I guess I could present the,
Powers, no one else went there.
Actually, I don't remember saying Warhammers, but I at this point I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. These names are mixing up. I could easily see Will Hammers when it's Jack Hammers. And also, you know, actually, Poor Hammer is a YouTube channel that apparently specializes in making videos and giving people advice on how to play Warhammer. I very likely said Will Hammer then, but like, that actually makes a, I don't think I've ever watched their content, like specifically their content, but they make like a, they give advice on how to play Warhammer game for poor people, technically, as the name implies, because the game is super fucking expensive. Like, I personally don't want to sink, you know, hundreds of euros for a single army that I would never use. I mean, the painting part would be fun, but like, good god. Anyways,
Are you absolutely sure?
Oh, quite sunny. Nobody's suspicious looking past by now.
Nobody's suspicious looking. Right.
Fuck, I'm actually not sure what to do here. No, I already asked this one.
In the far one? Dimension?
I can present my badge, of course. Oh wait, isn't there like... There's like stuff on the other side, right? Okay, I know one thing I can do. Actually, maybe I did say poor Warhammers. God.
Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence.
Huh? It does? I don't...
Huh?
Objection or...
Oh, come on! But it makes, like, it's...
Whoops, that didn't go so well.
I'm, like, pretty fucking stuck here. I pressed all these things. Yeah, apparently I just gotta be better, huh? But actually, apparently if I do ask more things... Okay, I'll press this once more. Fuck. Was that hit to my... No, that was not. I mean, I could present the, Fuck. Actually, okay. Okay. I could do this.
I made a statement is clear for Your Honor.
I'm sorry, but
God fucking damn it.
I have to so right.
Am I speaking that wrong?
Like, I've pressed all these. Didn't I? I'm absolutely sure. Okay, question. Wait. Hey. No. Like she's honestly, my best course of action here is to present this one because she's asking it. No. No, it's not. Okay, I just thought that she was asking for the goddamn... Do I need to press this once more? I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. I'm running out of fucking options. Oh my god, none of this makes fucking sense. None of this makes sense. This one didn't work. This one didn't work. What else did I try? I tried this one as well. No, I tried this one, right? Yeah, I tried this one as the... Because they didn't care about the fact that this is at 2 p.m. They didn't want to do anything with that one. Okay. I have 2 shots left. But I need to choose the right piece of evidence at the right moment. But this whole fucking thing doesn't make sense. There's literally nothing that, like... I fucking hate when it like this. Because I don't know how far I need to go, because I'm gonna fail this. I'm gonna absolutely fail this. I don't know how far I need to go back on this. But it just... None of this... This is all fucking nonsense. I don't get this. Like, oh yeah, I want to ask him about the whole, like, 2 p.m. thing. This is at 2 p.m. Or that, you know, you need a card key to get into the fucking studio. But apparently that doesn't fucking matter one bit. They ask about the fucking time of death, but, like, I can't, like, I can't show contradictional information on the... Okay. Samurai Spear. This information was updated for a reason, but I don't know what that reason. I don't know if that's relevant right now. Did I try the picture already on this one? So my only option here is literally try this picture on this instead of the earlier one. This is all I can do. This game doesn't make fucking sense. I also get it that the only actual gameplay of... I mean, it's a visual novel technically, but the only gameplay is, examine the area and then choose the exact right dialogue to present the exact right evidence. But in my opinion, these 2 statements are connected to each other, so if you show the evidence to one of them, it should be correct for the other one as well. God. This is literally my best bet here. Objection! Look at this photograph. Great, it just was the... Okay, fine, whatever. I just chose the wrong fucking dialogue for that. Despite both of them being about the... Oh, whatever. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate of the studios, correct? Yes, sir, Sonny.
So when anyone passes by there, it automatically takes a picture.
And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground.
This isn't any better of an option than any of the other ones. This is such a loose connection. This is such a ridiculously loose connection. This doesn't even... What they're talking about now is not even about the fucking... like the picture versus the statement. God, this game, man. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, I don't have a reason to be upset about it. It just bugs me, or it bothers me that it's... It bothers me. This is the same thing as with the first real case, where you have a witness making a statement, and you're continuously trying to like, okay, so that doesn't match with this idea, so I present this case, so I present the evidence, and then again it's like, there's nothing wrong with, like, I don't see the logic here. I see the logic. The game doesn't see the logic, and then it's like, oh, how about I present this? But then it's like, there's another statement, or there's a similar statement that isn't particularly the same one isn't as connected to the point I'm trying to make later on in the dialogue. But then I present the evidence here, and it's like, oh yeah, this contradicts this, but not because of the reason that, like, not because the obvious reason, but because of something that, like, I wasn't familiar with. This whole thing isn't, like, we weren't talking about the camera at the gate, we were talking about the fact that only Will Powers had gone through the gate. Her statement was specifically about Will Powers being the one to go through the gate, even though we don't know that was the case. So this doesn't make sense to me. But I understand the game gives you 5 shots. Naturally, if you would get stuck immediately, which I dread the later cases. Those are gonna be fucking horrifying. This is ridiculous, though. Okay.
Right, anyway. It's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data.
Oh, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening.
Oh yeah, because you're gonna be arrested for murder?
That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed the words, October 15, 2 p.m., photo number 2.
Even I know what that means. It was taken at 2 p.m. on October the 15th. Really, Sonny?
Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is a bit at the end where it says, photo number 2.
Photo number 2?
The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Should this photo be photo number 1 if it really was the only photo?
Order! Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright.
Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not 1, but 2 people went to that studio that day. Yet there's only data for 1 of those photos.
Wait, you're telling me that he went to the... Huh?
Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access, the security lady herself.
You watch your mouth, weird snapper. The only person I saw that day was Will Powers.
But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by.
Well, yes, that's what it would seem to mean.
Can the witness explain this to the court?
I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help!
Believe me, I don't know what this means either.
Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too. You're all whippersnappers, each and every one of you. I'm gonna whip all your snappers out.
Wait, fuck. That does not sound right.
Whippersnapper?
Something the matter, Miss Oldbag?
Ah, that's right. I just remembered something.
Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate, someone other than the Steel Samurai?
Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way.
I see. Your testimony, please.
Every day, after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and then check them. I throw out many photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day.
Miss Oldbag, this is the first I've heard of this.
Well, of course, Sonny. I've only just remembered it.
Right, anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination.
Well, I would say this was turned further unexpected, but I kind of expected this.
The other person.
Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos of the security computer and check them. Throw out any photos that are suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that.
Okay. I want to question all these because I need to know why does she throw these, like... What she do?
Another job.
That's right. I check all the people that pass by the main gate that day. I look close at every one of the photos the security camera takes.
Do you pack up all the security camera data?
Well, they keep telling me to, yes. But those computers are just so frustrating.
Boomer.
Any photos sound suspicious looking, see?
What qualifies suspicious looking?
How exactly do you determine what isn't suspicious looking?
God, I almost started making Phoenix British as well. They're all turning British.
Oh, you can tell by looking at their faces for the most part.
For the most part? This is a murder trial, Mrs. Oldbag.
Well, I didn't touch that suspicious looking Will Powers photo, did I?
I think she's missing the point.
Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out the photo that day.
Wait, isn't there like...
How many photos are there usually?
On a day when they were open to the public, we get more than 500 people. But on filming days or rehearsal days, well, we don't have much money. We never get more than 50, and that's...
Okay, so it is also like an attraction site. Got it. That makes sense with the statue and like that. These are the things that I'm focusing on. Yeah, no wonder I'm doing poorly.
You pack up all the security camera data?
Well, he told me to, yes. But those computers are so frustrating. I think it now. I remember throwing out that photo.
Well, who in the heck was in that photo you raised?
Language?
A fanboy.
Fanboy?
Still samurai fanboys. Real freaks, if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where.
The interwebs.
They're always hanging about. One was there that day.
Wait a second, didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in? Those were your words?
Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area.
Somebody vented! Play the fucking Among Us sound effect. Jarvis, play the Among Us sound effect.
The guy has been loose for a while. At least outside, and well, that's where they come in.
They come in through the drain?
I told you they were freaks. Oh, and they're kids. Children. Whippersnappers.
Kids, my one weakness. So, on the photo that you, erased...
It was a boy. Probably 2nd or 3rd grade.
What?
Order! Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was the steel samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be in about 2nd or 3rd grade.
Oh, yes. Well, we see this type every day. Can't stop him. Can't catch him. Can't catch them all.
A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade? I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield a samurai spear.
Impossible, I would think. It's quite heavy.
Right. As I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data.
Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect.
Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him. Unsussy, this boy.
This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time.
October 18, 11:08 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 3.
Mr. Powers.
Oh, that's no.
Mr. Powers,
Yes.
tell me straight, were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studios?
Oh, I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest.
Now, why was the Steel Samurai in that security photo?
How should I know? The steel samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really.
What? You should take better care of your stuff.
I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a steel samurai costume. So, where does this leave me?
It doesn't look good. You're the only likely suspect right now.
Nick, what are you going to do?
First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this.
Right. Now it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day.
Right, but if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot.
You don't sound very optimistic.
I'm not optimistic at all, actually.
Hey, Nick, it's time.
Okay, let's go.
What does that mean? Please don't say it like that. Sniffles. The court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter?
The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studio was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence, but there's still no one else that could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers.
Very well, Mr. Wright, your thoughts.
The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime.
Order! Interesting. Let us hear what you have in mind. However, this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent.
Oh, fucking really?
If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized.
Right, great. As if the stakes weren't high enough.
So, who was this person other than Mr. Powers that could have committed murder?
Are you, like... That's what I've only seen people people accuse innocent people. So what the fuck? Okay,
Technically, Penny is the only other option. Like, realistically speaking, I think Penny is the only other option. Security lady is, like, if Penny's wrong, security lady is the second guess. I can have two guesses if I need to. Because we don't know what Penny was doing. We have no idea where she was, what she was up to, what time, and like that. And once again, like, yeah, is my best bet. I don't think it would have been, like, as much as I would love to point fingers at the security lady, it would be too easy. It would be way too easy. So the assistant girl is my, and once again, the whole spear situation, probably wasn't a little kid that killed that did the murder. I mean, once again, I'm not saying that it's impossible. I'm saying it's very unlikely. So we're gonna point the finger at Penny.
It was the assistant. The steel samurai costume was in his dressing room. She stole it, and in doing so, she became the steel samurai.
So you're saying the steel samurai in the picture is really the assistant?
That's correct, Your Honor.
I mean, if you're serious, you've got guts, Mr. Wright. Remember the photo?
Wasn't the steel samurai a little
lame? He was dragging his foot.
Oh,
fuck. Shit, actually. Penny didn't see about the leg thingy.
Remember the testimony concerning Power's injury?
Fuck! But I mean, we don't know that for a fact.
Powers and poor Hammer were at run through. Oh, and me.
What? No. So it has to be security lady.
Assistant knew nothing of Mr. Power's injury. She could look the Steel Samurai look with that She could look the Steel Samurai look with that What? She could look the Steel Samurai look with that She could look the Steel Samurai look with She could look the Steel Samurai look with the She could look the Steel Samurai look with that costume.
No, I got it. I got it. It's a normal sentence.
But she couldn't walk the Steel Samurai walk. She wouldn't have limped.
I gotta take the legs out of the from under the case.
Mr. Wright, I'm afraid I have to penalize you as I warned.
Ah, shit.
Nobody knows the troubles I've seen.
May we move on, Mr. Wright?
This fight isn't over yet. Leona, one more chance, please.
Very well, go ahead. So who was this person other than Mr. Powers that could have committed murder?
Shit, I almost pressed A when this popped up because I thought yeah. Well, this leads to security lady as the only because the spear is apparently way too strong. Is apparently way too much for a kid to carry. According to all logic, it would just be the security lady, who would be like a really obvious murderer, but like. I fucked up. Ah, well. Live you learn, and you fuck up.
It was the security lady Wendy Oldback.
Ooh.
A Steel Samurai is striking his leg in his...
I mean, she's the only one that would know this.
That means whoever was in the suit knew about the morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching this action scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady Oldback.
What? Whippersnapper.
Order! Order! Is this true, Oldback?
Oldback, that's Miss Oldback to you.
Miss Oldback was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the Steel Samurai costume, then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder.
Why would she go through the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume?
Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in this costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers.
I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright.
Oh yeah, right here. Sherlock Holmes second, baby.
Okay, the little I know of Sherlock Holmes, okay, that kind of tracks, except that you lack the charisma and the smarts.
Huh? That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? I usually jump on with an objection and some new damning evidence.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter?
The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time.
What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you all think I did it? Is that it? Edgy boy, don't you just sit there and do something?
What's my move? Maybe now's my chance to take this the whole way.
Nah, she's a bitch. Press further.
The same reasoning that makes Mrs. Powers suspect in this case. Can't be to cast doubt on Miss Oldback's actions on that day.
Okay, that is actually... I like that. That's a lot better statement than, you know, anything else. Like, it's not straight up pointing at her saying that she is absolutely the murderer. It's that she could have been the murderer just as much as Mr. Powers.
But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer?
If right, then Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too.
Indeed.
That did it. Now Whitbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope.
Wait just a minute. What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy! The one whose photo I erased.
He's only a grade schooler though, as you said. Second or third, was it?
It doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds tops.
I never expected to read these words out loud. Never in my whole life. This is not the worst thing I've read. Absolutely not the worst. Not even the second. Not even top 10 probably. But out of context, this is a wild fucking sentence.
Your thoughts, Mr. Wright?
That boy's not the killer.
What? How can you be so sure? Oh, or is it be nice if the kids sent mean to your eldest day? Whippersnapper.
I have proof.
Proof?
Indeed? Then let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could have not committed this murder?
Oh no. Oh no. Oh fuck. Oh, actually, card key. Yeah. Card key. Makes sense. There's no access to... They can't get to the studio without the card key. Like, there's no way... You would need to have one of these. And since the Still Samurai costume is missing... but the card was left in a whatchamacallit? Powers still had his card there. He would not have returned the card and then discarded the the killer would not have returned the key either, or key card either. So unless it's an employee that has a card, it could not have it. So honestly, I think the card key is my best bet here. If this is wrong, then fuck me and fuck this game.
The scene of this murder, as we all know, was Studio 1. However, you need a card key to enter Studio 1. How could your boy with no formal relation to the studios have a card key?
I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this?
The windbag, speechless. This has got to be a first.
Very well. This court will suspend proceedings from the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Wendy. What was her name?
Something old back, Your Honor.
And the prosecution will look further into this old bag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Wow.
Wait a second. I'm not going to just sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree. Me! I am talking.
I thought you were speechless. Oh no.
Oh great, stop the presses, the windbag wants to talk.
Mrs. Oldbag, what is this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony again?
Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about.
Not to talk about?
By whom?
Huh? You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk?
Well, testify.
Fuck. I thought I was Scots-free.
Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studio on the day of the murder. I said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studio that day. But if you're going to go accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free.
Miss Oldbag, this is crucial information. Why did you keep this from the court until now?
And you been listening? They told me to shut up and shut my trap, and I always do that when I'm told.
Huh.
No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the old pack.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
I was just wanting me to keep quiet about something.
So you were told not to talk?
That's right, by the studio and the TV bigwigs, no less.
Why didn't I hear about this?
Don't be too hard on yourself, Sonny. We were all in on it. There were some other people at the studio on that day.
Who?
Who put these people?
Well, the director and the producer, for starters.
The director?
Yeah, knowing something was fishy. How could they have done a run through of their action scene without a direct?
You know, actually, that's a very good point. I was wondering, like, wait, how do they only like? How do they do this with just like 3 people on the scene? One specifically, only like an assistant on the background.
Of course.
Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it.
So, where were these people?
The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime and they had a meeting after that.
Where?
Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer.
Studio 2? There was a Studio 2?
Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. You go through the gate and all the way to the left. Path where the monkey's head has fallen over.
Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination?
I already asked all my questions, but...
I guess honestly, getting as much information doesn't hurt.
They had nothing to do with it.
Miss Oldback, this is a trial for murder.
I know that's silly. Still, they were pretty convincing about having nothing to do with it. And they gave me a little bonus on the side.
So you got your bonus and you still talked. I think I've asked all the questions I've asked.
Honestly, I'm still gonna continue.
I guess there's no harm in getting as much info.
Exactly.
So they were actually in the studio.
Yes, the whole day. When they heard about the murder, they beat it before the cops came.
I'll kill this woman, I swear it. I feel sorry for Edgeworth, almost. She really left him hanging on this one.
They're gonna go accusing me. I'm not letting them get away scot-free.
Them? Who were these people?
Well, the director and the producer, for starters.
The director?
No, okay. Employee area all morning. He joined the producer team around lunchtime and they had a meeting after that. In Studio 2 trailer, yeah. Okay, so they had a meeting during this okay. Okay. So what I'm... Yeah, but there's also a tree there. So I'm guessing like taking a vehicle might be out of question.
Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue this cross-examination?
I think that's it.
Your Honor, we have learned that there were others at the Global Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer and some bigwigs were all present. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Miss Powers.
The court acknowledged the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Miss Oldback, and more information about these other people we have just been told of.
I understand, Your Honor.
This ends today's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. This court is adjourned.
I'm thinking that probably resets my trust, right? October 18th, 1:04 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 3.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me.
Oh, really? It's nothing. Oh, Arch Knight.
I'll be going down to the studios to do some more I'll be going down to the studios to do some more investigation. We have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination.
So, Nick, have we figured out who it was that stole samurai costume? Could it really happen to old Windbag?
What do you think, Mr. Powers?
I don't think it was her, really.
Neither do I, Nick.
Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers.
Poor old Windbag, I kind of feel sorry for...
She omitted 7 different facts in that trial. In a single hearing, as the witness.
Okay, I mean, Maya is clearly the better person than I am. But I don't personally have a whole lot of, you know, sois left for her. Good God.
Well, she wasn't winning any points in there with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios.
Right, we'll be back to visit you soon.
Thanks. Thanks, guys.
To be continued. Okay. And God, that was a tough fucking case. Well, not really that tough. I just don't understand, like... It was such a, like... I don't know what the fuck am I supposed to do about the, or, like... The game gave very little ideas on what's the right, like, the... I don't know. I personally feel like I was not in the wrong of being confused. But, like, I think I still have some things to learn. Yeah, I mean, but, like, I'm pretty sure this resets my trust, at least. So, I'm not gonna get penalized for the fact that I did epic poorly during this trial. I'm not gonna get penalized in the future because I did poorly in this trial. I hope. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna be starting a new one. I think it's... Okay, how long was that? That was a bit over an hour. I don't think I should do another one. It's close enough to ending time anyways, and I should try to get things a little better organized in terms of my scheduling. So, yeah, I might just leave this one here. Man, me ending a stream early? Never before heard. 7 minutes. Anyways, how does one get to them? Oh, there is a special button. That was... Well, actually, I have one thing I could do as like a little... Since I have a few minutes. And, I was working on something. Well, actually, yesterday, I had a longer Elder Ring stream. Before that, however, I was trying to get my things in order. Get all my YouTube uploads up to speed and like that, because I've been having a bit of trouble with the files and like that. And I've been editing some. I've been making some. Oh fuck! I forgot to take a screenshot. Fuck. Actually, what I could do is I could take a screenshot of this. That will work as a thumbnail. But like yeah, the so I was making some thumbnails and like that, and so I had that very exciting Monster Hunter stream on Saturday, and let me just search up this one thing I did, because I yeah, exactly that one. That was exactly what was going on. And Shit, where do I have those? Yeah, I was today heavily debating as to, am I gonna do more Orion to get questing? But I'm at 5, and that might actually be enough for me. Like, I'm gonna play a little bit tomorrow, probably off stream, and I'm gonna then make my final verdict on what do I need from the event still. But I not only have I got a lot of tickets, I already used some of those to make more Oracle sites. But in addition to that, like, if I were to, because if I do the hunt 3 more times, I would get enough to get an outfit to get the Palico outfit. However, I'm not too sure I have the mental prowess to do that. But on the other hand, if I do it 8 more times, I could get the Palico outfit, and then also get the both of the outfits, both of the Orion outfits for the hunter. But then I thought, I'm not actually that insane. I might be in multiple ways, but I'm not that insane. So yeah. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Fuck, where do I have that image? I saved it, I know I saved it. There it is. Yeah, so I might just leave it there. I might do it once more to see if I get double tickets, because if I get double tickets even once, then I could technically just do like a hell, I could also just try doing multiplayer. Help other people do that. Actually, not a terrible idea. But like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be farming the whole. I'm not gonna get the full thing. I might not do it anymore. But so I made this silly little thing for the thumbnail, and I thought it was kind of funny. So it's really pixelated because I couldn't get a single frame where any of the monkeys were standing still. So this is the best I have. But I thought this was kind of funny, and I could have this as a I wanted to have this as one of the stream images that I play. Let me just rename it first so I know what this one is. Actually, let's name it Bland No. So I'll know exactly which Bland No. And not that I have a bunch of Bland No images here, but like actually, how bad does it look if it's like full screen? Almost full screen. Pretty bad. I would need to bind this to like a quick little, yeah, I think this is the something like this is maybe the maximum. I did name the VOD on YouTube as a white monkey jump scare, which I was rather pleased with. Yeah, that's exactly in the middle. Well, not exactly middle. It's a bit higher on the. It's a bit higher than lower, but yeah, that's gotta be within my what do I actually still have here left? I have the skunk. Yeah, back when. Wait, Silksong came out in September? But that doesn't make sense. Wait, shit, my whole timeline is off. Huh. I didn't know that. Wait, I also have all the Teds here still? All of them. Yeah, Zoe, I have Ha. Also have the Uwu still here. I need to eventually start. I also have the full Vexen presentation here still.
Paint, tier list. What did I do? Oh no, that's something that I... All the, all the... Wait, these are... Why are these wrong? How are these off? What the fuck did I do with this? Can I actually... These are from the Fatalis runs that I was doing. Or well, I was trying. And then the basic... Okay, I don't know why I have the just big picture of Ted like that. Let me just take those off because I don't remember the key bindings of those. I have Cat. Oh, yes. The Nargacuga that I was like, is that the picture of my cat or is that... No, my cat tax is here. And, okay, I think that's all. Yeah. Oh, and then the very first one I ever added. If I ever get any use for this, I have it, but it was just so funny. Especially because, you know, I really like the idea that I just reversed the colors on this picture. I mean, I did more than reverse the colors. I actually traced the different parts to like make it a little more make it look a little nicer. But it's funny because with the amount of information we have with the void and like that, I weirdly enough nailed the whole like a reverse like the whole, how would I say, reverse vessel or like the corrupted vessel look on that. I don't remember what was the term for it. But yeah. That's I'm gonna keep that. Oh, do I actually? I still have the... Okay, I have the Smasher Pass. Yeah, I have Smasher Pass. No, I don't have the whole list here, but like I have the... Oh... Does my paint actually function still? Because, since I'm planning... I think I said that I have that plan for one more Monster Hunter stream. Like one last Monster Hunter stream. So I'm just curious, does this actually... If I... Device not connected or available? The fuck do you mean? Never mind then, not gonna touch that. Never mind. But I'm gonna need my paint working on the, for the Monster Hunter stream. It's time to get that working. Now what do I have? Okay, these are some reason. Oh, no, that would make sense. I haven't used this since I got a new graphics card, so the connections would not be the same as they used to be. So that would understandably, you know, mess with the settings. But yeah, no, I need to. I'll fix that for the stream. I'm probably gonna do that latest a week from now, next week Monday, because the... Shit, actually, I'm gonna be busy on Monday. Well, no, actually, even better. Since I don't know what time I'll be starting my stream, it's gonna be even more fitting that I actually do it on... It's more fitting I do the Monster Hunter on that day, unless I happen to do it earlier, because, like... I shouldn't be more than an hour late to the stream. If even that much, I might be on time. But like, it gives me a little bit. If it ends up being the Monster Hunter one, then I would at least have like, how would I say? I would have more time to think, and I would have a bit more time to, or like I would have a bit more time to relax before starting my stream because I doesn't need to the full. It's gonna be one bit. It's gonna be one bit and then normal monster hunting. So, so yeah. Okay, actually, yeah. I need to make some calculations as to how the fuck does any of this function. Because, like, this game is... I don't know how long these episodes are.
this was the first 2 days, I think. Yeah, first 2 days of the episode 3. And we don't even know who the murderer is yet. So I have a feeling that this is gonna be a little longer one. Most likely a little longer one compared to the first one, considering that one was or the previous one was 3 days total, but you already had an idea as to what's going on. This one, you have no idea what's going on. Like, except for the, you know, you're just following this, you're learning as we proceed. With the second one, you at least knew that oh yeah, so the murderer was this guy, and not actually the person you're defending is actually innocent. Yeah, so, you know, I'll see how long this one is. But the idea would be to finish this. If I can get this done before Wednesday, I might start the next one already. On, well, actually, then, I don't know. These might be, like, week-long. I really need to, like, schedule this a little bit. But I'm happy that this time it didn't go super late. And actually, on that note, I'm not gonna keep rambling anymore. It's been 10 minutes, no, 15 minutes of me just rambling. No gameplay. So I don't want to stretch this just for the sake of stretching it. What is this, a rubber band? So I'm gonna continue this tomorrow. Thank you all. And for those brave enough for it, have fun with the monkeys before the event goes away in Monster Hunter. Or before the event quest goes away in Monster Hunter. And yeah. That's all. Bye, seas.